It's live. It's live. Live, you need to come over here, baby.
I'm coming.
You need to come on over. You did a great job.
Thanks. First time ever. Really.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi. Let me tell you why we've gathered in this place. Actually, no. Hey, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
From the Big Family Homestead, and I hope you are ready for and soon-to-be classic edition of the Big Family Homestead Live Sunday night thing. Boom! Explosions happen, and I gotta tell you what, tonight is really super special because it is solar-powered, off-grid, 100%. Everything, lights, cameras, video, things, and stuff, all completely disconnected from El Grid.
Yep. I'm charging my phone. Right, it was at battery.
Yeah?
So here, I'll do
So I'm going to show you. We have several pages of things and stuff to go through, and we got a lot of cool things to talk about tonight. First things first. Oh, the quality's not looking that great, but that's probably just on our side. I don't know. We can't really do much about it. There's a nasty storm right now.
Yeah.
So, let's start with this. So that's light. I'll turn the audio down on that. First things first. Okay, this week we've already had 2 tornado warnings.
Yes.
And there's one right now. So if the quality is subpar, they're looking pretty bad.
It looks.
Video
blurry.
is shaky, pretty bad. Mama, could you find something about that tall and see about putting the amplifier up on it, and I will talk? Even a book or something. Book. We're going to try and see if we got an amplifier that boosts the signal because our internet here is so bad that we can't actually go through the internet. We actually use our cell phones to do this. And we bought a booster. Oh yeah, the game. We bought a booster, and the thing is the closer you actually get it, see if you can bring it closer. I'll just slide it on the actual box, Mama.
I'm working on it. Honey,
Okay.
I got this.
Okay, calm down. So, all right, do we still have all green bars? We got green bars. Green bars means good. So hopefully that will help with the cruddy quality. So anyway, 2 times this week. It's crazy. Talk about your meal grid, Mama.
My meal grid?
You made a meal grid. You shared it.
I did, and hopefully, and I emailed a few more people out this afternoon. Hopefully you got it. If you did not, please let me know and I'll resend it.
Well, you got to tell them what it's about.
So this grid is a Google Doc that I made up, and it's just a table with with 7 blocks across and 5 blocks down, and
we did it for a meal planning video.
let's get into that.
Well, you got to start out in the beginning. You don't tell them what it's about.
You want to tell the story?
I was just trying to help. No need to screech at me. No need to claw and get angry. There's no need for anything but love.
Anyhow, I made up a grid, a calendar grid for our meal plans. So that way I can just print this off and I can put the dates in how I choose, for that particular month. And then and then we can fill it in. And if anybody, and we can fill it in with whatever meals we want. And if anybody wants to have that grid, please email at info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com and I will get you out a copy.
Yes. Now, you know what? This is a solar-powered, awesome off-grid thing, but I'm going to turn this away because I think it's kind of actually messing with the camera a little bit. So
yeah, it's kind of annoying.
that might, our little thing, hopefully that'll help. Might be a little bit better. Looks like it. Anyway, okay, this week and last week, we have been dealing with chickens eating their eggs. That's right. Clucking cannibalism.
Well, and we've kind of figured out that we believe that the protein in the chicken feed that we were giving them was too low.
Hold on. We got to tell the whole story. She likes to jump straight to the punchline every time. So,
I'm a terrible storyteller.
well, you got to tell them what. we had chickens eating the eggs, and we brought over a friend of the family and a channel that's also a friend, Prepsteader Bob, and he has had chickens longer than we have by a lot. We've been doing it 8 years.
Sure, I think so.
Okay, and we basically we've dealt with it before, but we found the single bird and remedied the problem not by eating it, but sequestering it and giving it golf balls and stuff like that, so that it would think that, I don't have to do this, or whatever chickens think. I don't know the mind of the chicken, okay? But he made some suggestions, and you'll see in a video that's coming out either tomorrow or the next day what we actually did. But ultimately, we raised up their nesting boxes, and we also changed the chicken feed. Now, tell them the chicken feed.
Okay, so we realized that the chicken feed did not have enough protein in it. So we upped the protein. We found, we got some layer crumbles from the feed store, from Foreman's, which is a feed store around here. And it was a 17%, I think.
It is.
And then I went to Medford Co-op and got an 18% layer mash, which is, it's like real fine powder, but it's 18%. Their egg production.
Okay, hold on. Wait. We got to back up.
See,
We got to tell the whole story.
Tell the story.
You got to tell the whole story.
I'm trying to tell the whole story.
We were buying feed from an Amish guy.
Yes.
And his name is David Miller, and he's a super nice guy. But to be fair to him, I never asked him what the protein level was in the feed we were buying.
Right.
And so a lot of this could be on me, and I'm glad we didn't end up culling any of the flock, because I never asked him. I just asked for layer feed. I wanted layer feed, and that's what he gave me. And so what we're figuring out was the protein level that was in the feed that we were buying from him was very low. And so I don't think he was being deceptive to us. I think we just never asked, and so we just assumed that this was what we needed, when in fact we did not. We needed something different. So our poor birds were on the verge of because all those things we were telling you. Now, we were only getting 4 eggs a day out of 24 birds.
Right. No, there's because, okay, another funny thing.
Oh yeah.
When I ordered these chicks, I ordered 3 roosters of the Isa Browns. Now with Isa Browns, they are naturally sexed. The rooster, but only one of them is an actual rooster. I couldn't get getting white eggs. The other 2.
So we go from 4 eggs with all those birds to literally 3 days later. How many?
We got 22 eggs yesterday.
Wow. That is a testimony to knowing what your feed is and not assuming what your feed is.
Right.
And what huge difference it can do. I mean, yesterday we got 18 eggs, and I was dancing around because I'm like, holy smokes. And then 22 today. And the reality for us is that's far more eggs than even our big family will eat.
Yeah.
And so now we've got a source of, what's it saying there?
I had to click reconnect.
Okay. We'll try it.
It says it's live now.
It says it's live now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now it's back.
Okay.
But it's buffering really bad. Okay, guys. It looks like we're back. We had to reset the stream, so hopefully it's not too crazy. So chickens managed. I really want to get to, you know what? Since the signal is so sketchy tonight, I'm going to take things out of order. Normally we would go over a bunch of stuff before we would get to this point, but I'm seeing a lot of channels here that have been participating in our channel shout out promo, we help you, you help us kind of thing. And I want to make sure that we talk about that before hopefully something bad doesn't happen and then there's no more stream.
Right.
So normally tonight is a channel shout out night, and we let you guys have at it and go ahead and promote your own channel. And we're going to do that right now, but as we do, we're not going to take a long time at that because I want to talk about the channels who've shared videos, okay? So, You want to shout out a channel? On your mark, get set, go. Tell us who you're watching, who you like. Self-promote during this section of the video. And Christa will try to keep up. You type who you like. On your mark, get set, and go.
Art and Bree, Ellie and Jared. Big Family Homestead, thank you. Jane All Zero. Coghill Farms, Going Batty. Patriot Soapbox. Powers Homestead, Art and Homesteading. She's in Her Apron, Mommy Saurus, Deep South Homestead, Homestead Tessie, Living on a Dime. Rain Country, guys are not as fast as I am.
Oh.
Coghill Farms, Guildbrook Farms, Living Traditions, Going Batty, Our Half Acre Homestead, Deep South Homestead, Out of Goshen, SSL Family Dad, Keto Connect, Kelly Barlow Creations, Hubbard Homesteadish, Art and Bree, Fouchmatic, Family Off Grid, Bandana Grandma, Lumina Acres, Prepsteader Bob, Cat Lover, Arms Family.
Okay. So we have been doing a cross-promotional kind of thing where there's shout outs that are made by channel creators that say why they watch our channel, and then there was going to be some prizes given out by us. And we have not yet decided on who's getting prizes. However, tonight I wanted to highlight some of the channels that have made videos and stuff we liked about them. So first one, we're going to go with Papa's Barn. He's been with us for a long time as a subscriber and just a solid dude, and he made a solid video. And I thought it was kind of funny because he was like, well, you know, I mean, I'm a small channel, don't have a whole lot to offer, but I don't believe that at all. I think we're all in the same boat, guys. We were a small channel at 1.2, and we're not a huge channel or anything like that, but the rising tide lifts all ships. And I really do believe that we as the prepsteading, homesteading, farming, self-reliant community, we all learn and grow together.
Yep.
So, there we go.
Finally Acres Farm, Deep South Texas, Powers Homestead.
And hold on, and then that one there.
Blessed Farm.
And this one was interesting because this gentleman actually wrote and sung a song, a custom song.
Yeah.
Stringfield Ridge Farm, tip of the hat. Now, I gotta talk about this one here for just a second. 180 degrees from average.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the video that they made me laugh. And it was awesome. They included their family. They included some of the nerdy stuff that I like. And it was very creative and well done. 180 degrees from average. And by the way, I would encourage you to check out all these channels and see what you like, because there's a lot of stuff here that is really great. Like Prepsteader Bob, he made a very explosive video. Prepsteader Bob. And then you got these two here.
Two Sparrows Homestead. Okay, I can't read the handwriting.
Oh, that's my handwriting.
I can't read his handwriting.
Branscombe Farm.
Oh, there you go.
They have a cute young little lady there named Carly.
Aww.
And if you're watching, Carly, hello, and thank you for being in that video, because it made my day.
Aww.
So I'm going to read over these again because all of them are great. There's still others. Oh, no, there's a few more I forgot here, down here.
The Universal Homesteader, Mommy Saurus.
She likes her cats. She likes her cats a lot. And her cats can be ornery at times.
Can they?
You can see it for yourself. And then?
And Bear Claw Homesteading.
So, all of you, we want to say thank you. Papa's Barn, Finally Acres Farm, Deep South Texas.
Universal Homesteader, Mommy Saurus, Bear Claw Homesteading, Powers Homestead, Stringfield Ridge, Blessed Farm.
180 degrees from average.
All is a... Wait.
Allie.
Allie's all about...
The dog.
Okay.
It's my bad handwriting.
His handwriting is horrible. I'm a very good reader. It's his handwriting's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's awful.
Allie's all about the dog.
Yeah. Prepsteader Bob, Two Sparrows Homestead, and Branscombe Farm.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, guys, because while we're the ones that are deciding the final outcome of who's won, we want to hear your input. So in the video, either tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to grab all of these videos and I'm going to string it together in a montage that will go in one of our videos.
That'd be great.
And that way, I want to see you vote. Say who you think should win, or I think this one's great because they're creative. And that way you can be exposed to other channels that you may not have ever seen before, or even some channels that are small that have great content, and you're like, oh man, I would have never seen that for another year until they got some subscribers up.
Right. Branscombe Farm just commented. They said, "Thank you so much. Carly just screamed."
Carly,
Hi, Carly.
you rock. You're very photogenic. Okay.
So cute.
So, and there was other folks that just did some great stuff. Deep South Texas, he actually emailed and asked for copyright permission to grab our videos, which I thought, how respectful. That's cool. And then he grabbed a bunch of clips and put them in. It was good. So check them all out. And we are going to move on since we actually have a stream going. So if the stream dies, guys, it's because there's literally tornado-ish weather, nasty stuff. All right, so let's go back to what we normally do in the beginning. Other stuff that's going on. That one right there.
We are going to have a special guest coming this week.
Dropping my candy.
As most of you may know, we have 7 children, and our oldest, David, who is 20 years old, he is in the Army. Well, he is coming home tomorrow, and he's going to be home for probably a week and a half. So that's going to be an amazing visit.
Yep. And that leads me into this.
Oh, yes. And while David is home, he probably won't be allowed to drive the ATVs because the last time he drove them, last fall, he crashed it into a tree.
And then said a little kid did it. This is a grown man.
Who are you, pal?
This is a grown man who's in the Army.
Right.
And he smashed it into a tree and said some kid did it. What a dork.
Anyway, so this particular ATV has given us trouble for the last year. And this last, week and a half, we finally realized that there was gas in...
And radiator fluid.
And radiator fluid mixed in something.
Coming out. Bottom line was the heads were in serious trouble.
The head gasket was messed up.
And we think that's just it, because Jonathan and a buddy of his, they just got it together today. And so we think it was not a cracked head, but it's together. It's been running, but it's only been running for like 30 seconds, and then we shut it off because other repairs. But we think, fingers crossed, eyes crossed, legs crossed.
Yeah. So it's fixed, hopefully. Somebody's asking about Claire.
What about Claire?
Oh, he comes home while Claire is gone.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes, what a bad brother. Actually, Claire, it's bittersweet for her. Because her and her brother kind of butt heads.
They really do.
And she loves him and he loves her, but they clash. So
they're good for about a day. And then they start acting out. And then they start acting like, he starts acting like a goofy big brother and, causes all kinds of problems for her. So yeah.
She's okay with it.
Although we did have a slight scare. Claire called us yesterday, and at camp she stepped on a rusty nail through her boot. Yeah,
it had gone through her boot, and it just barely punctured the skin. But there was always, there's always that cause for concern for tetanus, and
she's fine.
She's fine though. She
saw the nurse. Yeah,
she saw the nurse, who is a nurse practitioner for her day job. And there's been no muscle aches. There's no redness on the sore. Nothing. So.
Quick question here from Norma Mason. Brad, how many tools did you have to lose to get the ATV fixed? Now, Norma.
Not more.
Norma, why do you want to poke the bear?
Don't.
Do you really want to poke the bear? I'll be like,
he would. He'll flip the table.
Let's just say I don't know how many tools are yet to be MIA.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We did have Jonathan fixing the ATV in the garage where all of the other tools are, so they should be centrally located.
Hopefully.
I did see a wrench sitting in the oil pan, and I asked him to take that out and clean it off. He's like, the oil's actually good for it. I said, yes, but it'll get lost.
No, he'll throw it away with the oil.
Right. Well, you can't throw oil away.
He's a teenager.
Yeah.
It'll get thrown away with the oil. So, yeah, we're trying to look at this as let's look at the positive side of things. The ATV could probably be repaired.
Yes.
So, other stuff. Ooh, cow. When the won't walk away, when the dances all night, makes things out of clay. I don't know. The new
Okay.
cow.
Yeah. No, I was just waiting.
I was
for
just
you to
thinking of
be
the
done
Huey
singing.
Lewis, in the News song. One new cow. Good.
So, we have 2 bull calves right now that they're 1 week and 2 weeks old, and we're bonding them, and one will be a bull for breeding next year when he's a year old, and then the other one will be slated for freezer camp.
That's always a fun journey
Yeah.
for us, not the cow.
Right. Yeah.
Because that means we're having steak soon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
one thing, yeah, the kids are actually finishing up their chores, and so they'll be come on in
It's
here.
okay.
Yeah, Mike
Bye.
DeFazio, I want a new cow. But it doesn't. Oh, you got to work on your syllables, bro. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Poop.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. You remember the song. So, okay.
Okay, it's on that side, by the way.
The big announcement for us this week, and I want to say a very heartfelt thank you to all of you, because many of you have already gone out and graciously bought our brand new cookbook.
Yes, we're so excited about this.
It's been a long time coming, a lot of help. A friend of the family, Kelly, she put in a lot of work. Christa put in a lot of work. I put in some work.
So he did. He did a lot of work. However, to be honest, I kicked him out of the chair because I'm super hyper critical
Yes.
about how the layout was.
Yeah, and the
So-
funny thing is that I was kind of like just the guy sitting there. So it was like, your opinion means all things to me that are, well, oh yeah, Jack and Squat. So if my opinion was Jack and Squat, that's
Took your
that.
opinion on some things.
Uh-uh.
Okay. So anyhow,
It's
cookbook-
okay.
The cookbook is on our website, and the website is bigfamilyhomesteadstore.com.
There is a link down below.
There is a link?
There is a link down below.
Yes, there is a link.
And when you purchase that cookbook, you are helping us to be able to continue doing YouTube and spreading all this. Hold on,
Gone
stand by.
again.
Stand by, stand by. Stand by.
Your man.
I think it's working. It is working now. Back, just like a bad rash. Okay, yeah. No, the ebook, the cookbook, link down below. One thing that's really, really handy about this book that I don't think a lot of other books can claim is it is a left and right-handed book. You can hold it with either hand. It's ambidextrous, and that really makes it good for when you're jogging, for when you're cooking in the fields or in the valleys and hills. So left and right-handed cookbook. And here you go.
And Rosalie is saying that she wished that it was on hard copy. It can be in hard copy if you
It's-
print it out at home.
Well, and the problem is this, I understand, because I like to have a physical book too, but that costs a lot of money, and it's money we don't have.
Right.
And if we spent all the money that we got to make the book, it wouldn't be able to help us do this.
Right.
So I would think that in the future, we'll probably be able to offer that, but right now, just bear with us, and,
Right.
and we're very grateful. So anyway, cookbook managed. If you're interested, there it is down there.
Yeah. Somebody was asking if it was free. No, I'm sorry, it's not free. There is a small fee for it. It is a digital download that is non-refundable, but it's inexpensive. It's not an expensive cookbook in any way.
All right. One thing that happens with a good deal of regularity is we get email from different folks who watch the channel. And sometimes those emails are well worth mentioning.
Oh my, yes.
And we got an email from a person who's actually online right now. I saw Tyler Woods is in the house. Wood. And Tyler sent this, among other things. I'm going to mention something else later. But he sent a little list, kind of like one of those David Letterman lists, that says simple signs that you have dairy livestock. And I would even go so far as to say that you're a homesteader or a farmer. So simple signs that you have dairy livestock. So here is that list. Number 1, you've wiped your brow on an animal's butt. Yeah? Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
I won't put my head near any animal's butt on
Whoa.
purpose.
The bottom shelf on your refrigerator is reserved for medicine. I can see that.
I can see that. We don't have that issue. It's full of eggs, but
Here's another one. You have more syringes and needles than a drug addict.
that is true.
You understand IM and sub-Q.
Yes. IM stands for intramuscular and sub-Q means subcutaneous when giving an animal a shot. So,
Fecal matter is just a part of daily life.
yes.
That's
Yes, it is.
check. You got that?
Yes.
You talk to your livestock and understand their voices.
Oh my, yes.
That is true.
We have, as a side note of that, we have 2 doelings that are about 6 months old, and I know which one's calling. They have 2 different voices, even though they're twins.
Yep.
So it's
And
pretty
you can
funny.
easily tell when it's a upset yell or a happy yell or an impatient yell.
Oh yes, or
yeah.
a painful yell. We've heard that one before.
Vern,
Thank you.
thank you so much. We're very grateful. Continuing on with the list. More quality time is spent with your animals than with most people. Now that one, not so much for us,
No,
but I can see how that would be.
I can see that.
When you're visiting your children, you wonder how your animals are doing. I think that's kind of just with everybody.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're visiting somebody, you want to make sure that the animals are okay.
And this one is for sure that anybody who's had any length of time with animals, even pets, this one is for sure. You've stayed up all night laboring with or laboring or with sick animals.
Yep.
Yep.
Done that.
Check.
Done that.
Hey, Texas boys. What's up, kids?
Hey,
woot, woot.
Texas boys. Has Mama had her baby yet?
Holy bejeebers.
She was due just within the last few days. I want to know. Is there a baby?
Yeah.
Please let us know.
All right. A few more, and then we'll continue on. Your farm supply store knows you by name.
Yes.
That's kind of silly because it's all 3 farm stores that are within an hour drive that we like.
Great.
All right. Last 2, Mama.
Seasons have shifted to breeding, birthing, milking, and milk drought.
Check.
Check. Yes.
And last one.
You know the best source for local hay.
Hey,
Yes.
hey,
Yes.
hey.
She hasn't had her baby yet. Oh my.
no.
Well, we're praying for you, hoping that everything goes well.
Hey, Brenner. Alec Pierce. Hello, my name is Brennan. I am 11 years old. I have been a fan of the Big Family Homestead for about a year now. I have also wanted to farm homestead in Wisconsin since I was 3. I hope you noticed this.
Brenner.
Thank you very much for saying
awesome.
so. You know what? One step at a time.
That's right.
You just got to sneak a cow into the house. Your mom will never notice. Trust
No,
me.
She'll never
notice.
No, that's how I got too. He never noticed.
Yeah, they look the same. These ones, so I just thought there was only one cow. Don't bring a cow in the house.
No, because it's gross.
So, okay, moving on. I tell you what, we got a fun game planned for later. But before we do, we'll talk a little bit about some of the other things. You know what? I want to talk about another thing that Tyler Woods brought up today. We have been going back and forth, just different email stuff, and certain things will come up. And he's actually an author, and you should look up his books. He's got them on Amazon.
Oh, very cool. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, and he's sending us a book, and I have yet to read it because it's not here. If we had teleportation machines, that would be a fixed problem because I wouldn't have to wait. I'd be reading it right now. No, not right now. I mean, honestly, people, if you had a teleportation machine, a lot of your problems would just go right out the window. You know what I mean? So, but one of the topics that was for real that we
wouldn't have to have a need for cars.
That's true. No more airplanes. You're just there.
That would be way better. But of course, I don't. Never mind.
We were talking about preparedness, and he was exchanging ideas, and I was chiming in here and there. And you know, it's no big secret that we're not just homesteaders. We are prepared-minded people. We do try to make sure that preparedness is at a high level for our family.
Yes.
You never know what could be in those what-if situations in life. And I'm not just talking about things like weather events. I'm talking about there are real live bad people in the world who don't necessarily want the world to stay the same way it is.
Right.
And I'm not scary kind of stuff, but look at the rest of the world. A lot of the world has major problems, and that's kind of the norm. Peace is not the norm.
No.
And so we were talking about preparedness, and he was communicating something that he put together, and I think it's a great idea, and that's why I'm sharing it, is because he had a group, the best way I could probably describe it was 4-H for adults.
That's fantastic.
So if you know what 4-H is, tell everybody what 4-H is.
Well, 4-H is a program for children ages, well, I think it's kindergarten through seniors in high school, through 18. And there is a wide variety of programs available for kids to learn about, share at the fair. They can raise pigs, they can raise rabbits, goats, cows, sheep, whatever you want. There's also cooking, crafts, any kind of thing. There's even shooting. There's
archery,
there's
and also rifle.
There's all kind. That's what I meant with shooting. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that kids can get involved with for 4-H.
Yep.
And then they can do these things. They can share them at the fair, and show them. They can win money. Like if you raise a hog, friends of ours, they've gotten like $1,100 from selling their hog.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So what he put together, I apologize for not remembering it exactly, but I think he called it CQ or ICQ. I can't remember exactly, but the best way I can describe it is it's a preparedness thing for adults. It's like 4-H. There's a lot of different things that if you're going to be a prepared person that you need to learn about. Something like water storage, rain catchment systems. How about water filtration? Other things like, securing your family. What if, heaven forbid, something bad happened in society and there were people that were willing to take your stuff and not abide by the law?
Right.
How would you make sure that your family's safe? And then all those different things that go along with that. And in addition, he has a spiritual component to his because he's a believer. And, the whole why do we even prepare, that's the reason why. And so I thought it would be worth sharing that, I think it's a fabulous idea. And maybe some folks out there who are looking to expand their community, maybe from an individual or a family or two, might just try to figure out a way to throw the fishing bobber into the water and see if you can maybe grow your circle, by talking to some people that you trust and that might not think you're just crazy because you actually want to be prepared.
Right.
I mean, you remember what that was like when we would try to talk to family members.
Oh my gosh, they thought we were nuts. But seriously, they're like, what is the problem with you? Why do you have to have all of this food? I don't understand. What are you preparing for? We're preparing for whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, there's so many different things that could happen. I mean, we've had 2 tornado watches this week. Well, we have to have candles and some water and a couple of blankets down in the basement.
Flashlights, batteries.
batteries, you know, those
Maybe
kind
some
of things.
water.
Well, yeah, I said that.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
You know, there are so many different variables to life that you need to be prepared for. So I've always thought and said, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And I know I didn't make up this saying; it's somebody else had said it. And but anyway.
There's that.
Yeah, forgot
So-
where I was going with that.
Yeah, so it's just an encouragement to maybe expand your circle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't make any bones about sharing the fact that we're believers, and that is the absolute foundation of why we do what we do. And so I can understand that sometimes that might be a little bit nerve-wracking to reach out to people if you don't know what they're going to say, because our family, like Christa said, they honestly were like, why would you want to have a month's worth of food in your house? And I was like, are you crazy? Why would you not have a month's worth of food in your house? You do not know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Right.
And that's one of the things, okay, little soapbox moment. Going, Betty, thank you very much.
Oh.
Little soapbox moment. You know, we pay for insurance on our cars. We pay for insurance on our house and our stuff and our teeth and all kinds of things that we pay for insurance for, but we're not willing to say, I'll put aside a month or two worth of food as insurance.
Right.
That, to
That's
me,
nuts.
is crazy, not the other way around.
Right. Right. That
So, anyway, I wanted to share that idea of the 4-H for adults that Tyler came up with. And hopefully you can take a little step and move toward that. So, okay, we are it's time for a game. It's time for fun.
Woo!
Tonight, guys, we had been doing what in the world could I possibly do with this item? We're going to change it up tonight.
Wait, hold that thought.
Yes, ma'am.
Mama Franklin, I know you're saying that you cannot afford to prep right now. However, you actually can. Please go to a dollar store like the Dollar Tree or Everything's a Dollar. They have, at least at the Dollar Tree, they have beans, they have rice for $1, a 1 pound bag for $1. That's cheaper than any grocery store I've ever seen. Buy a couple each month or week, and set it aside.
You'd be surprised.
You would be surprised. Your pocket change you can use to prep for, you know, stuff like that. Just the stuff that's left in your coin purse. You know what I mean? But please just do a little bit at a time. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars all at once to prepare for the end of the world. You can do a little bit at a time.
Amen. I agree. Thank you for that.
Sorry.
No, thank you for that. Because we're getting ready to get silly.
Okay. All right.
All right, so the game tonight is going to be, you guys got to guess our movie quotes. And then at the very end of it, you've got to figure out why we picked each one of these quotes together. What is the thing that sticks them all together? What is the thing that glues these? It's a riddle. It's a puzzle.
I know that part of the
Come
game.
on.
Man.
I'm more than 3 dimensions. I'm like the Tesseract.
Goodness gracious.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, you got to guess the clip. You start with that one.
Okay.
You got to try to make it sound like that too.
No, because then that just gives it away.
Oh, you won't. It'll be okay.
What a sad, strange little man.
Repeat, please.
What a sad, strange little man.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you,
Thank
thank you, thank
you.
you. Anybody? Okay, you're looking at the comments. No. Has anybody got it? Anybody got it? Let's
Hi, Miss Ava.
1, 2, 3. Get loose now. 1, 2. Not Blazing Saddles. It is not Blazing Saddles. Oh, B.H. Harris got it. Toy Story. You guys got to be faster on the fingers. All right. So this one, I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna get it right away.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Then you give it to him.
Okay. No, just tea, thank you. No, just tea, thank you.
There you go. No, just tea, thank you.
See, that
No.
give it away.
Who's got it? On your mark, get set. Somebody's gonna get it right off the bat. I know it.
Hannah.
And by the way, when you get it first, you totally get cool points. Cool
Yeah.
points, you don't really spend them. Not Alice in Wonderland. Not Buzz. or I ear.
No, that's the last comment.
Right.
Nana.
It's not Alice in Wonderland. It is not Beauty and the Beast. It is not Mary Poppins. It is not The Hobbit, but you are very, very close. Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins.
Of course, do they have to give the exact movie?
No. Celtic Lassie's got the right character.
Yes.
Lord of the
Yes,
Rings,
Montana.
Yep.
So Celtic Lassie
yeah.
and Mountain Montana.
You get it together.
No, sorry, Montana Mountain Family got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So all right. So I guess in this game, a good internet connection does help you out because you can get to it faster.
Exactly.
You want to do that one?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Back off, man. I'm a scientist. I don't know if that's how
No, that's
he actually
good.
says it.
It was a little aggressive, but
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
you guys got to get this one right off the bat. Oh, Dave already
Dave
got
got it.
it. Dave got it. Dave got it.
See, it's funny because he was reading these to me earlier and I didn't catch most of them.
All right, ready to type? On your mark, get set. And I'm going to give you a slight hint. This is from Claire's favorite
Hold on.
movie. Oop, bug.
No. Oh, Wiley hair.
I was messing with it.
I know.
It's my. You're a madman. It's my island. Not Harry Potter.
No, not Harry.
Braveheart. Yes.
Yes.
Perhaps he wins the ball. Okay. Okay. Now, do you want to do this or should I do it? This one.
Okay.
I got to do that one.
I can't read. Oh,
I
yes.
gotta do
You
that.
have to do that
Thank you, Premium Mom to Twins.
Thank you.
All right, so here it is. Get ready to type. And the hint is this is one of my top 10 favorite films ever.
Hold on. Let me check the.
Oh, it's still going.
I know, but it says it's really bad.
It's still
Okay.
going. All right, so here is the quote. On your mark, get set, ready to type. And here's the quote. Did you have to make him lame just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. To make him lame just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. Oh,
gosh.
and the reason why I love that quote so much is I feel so much like that guy so many times. Anybody? We are pixelated, I know.
The weather's really
We
bad
can't help
tonight.
it. Pam got it. Pam got it. Pam wins the giant Cupid doll.
Okay, I have to preface. This movie, Fiddler on the Roof,
Oh, here it
is
comes.
one of our favorite movies.
Here it comes.
We love all of the music. We can repeat all of the lines.
Here it comes.
However,
Here it
we
comes.
can never get past 30 minutes of the movie because Brad has the remote and has to stop
And monologue.
and monologue for 20 minutes.
That video gets me.
Ugh,
It's really funny.
my head explodes.
I feel poor Tevia.
I have to hide the remote if we want to watch a movie.
Oh dear
Dear
God.
Dear Lord.
God.
Is it Lord? Is it? Okay. Whatever. And you.
If I had just. Would it be so bad? That's a great song. What a great song.
He does the shin.
Oh, he does that. Oh, wow. Tyler saw Fiddler on the Roof with Herschel Bernhardt.
Nice.
All right. A few more quotes.
Bernardi.
If I were a rich man. Yeah, we know it's buffering
Yeah.
bad. Okay. You want to do that?
Oh, you gotta hold it still. I don't imagine the good Lord would send you to Hades. I don't imagine that the good Lord would send you to Hades. Oh, you gave it away. You turkey.
I don't imagine that the good Lord would send you to Hades.
You can't.
Mhm.
No, it's not Hercules.
That's good thinking, though.
Yes.
That's good thinking.
Right. Because in Hercules, they were talking to Hades.
Yes. And sorry about the pixelation, guys. There's
Yeah.
nothing we can do about it.
The Bible.
No.
Nope.
No, not Percy Jackson. Where's my super suit? What? Where is my super suit?
180 degrees from average. Got it.
Got it.
Yay.
Sling blade. All right. You
They're,
guys.
they're straight up white and nerdy like we are.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, brother. That's super sweet. It's smooth. It's so smooth.
You're so funny.
Do that one, Mom.
Okay. Never tell me the odds.
That should be so easy.
Mm-hmm.
That is so easy.
Never tell me the odds.
Anybody? Anybody? Who's the fastest? Type, type, type. Type like the wind, bullseye. Han
Yep.
Solo.
Baker Mom got
it.
Yay.
Woohoo! Okay. Now this one, I will be surprised if there's a few people that I've noticed that are in the chat tonight that I would
You might get
expect to know this one.
We should know this
Yeah,
one.
180 degrees
Yeah.
should know this one. So I'm not going to try in the voice because it's actually two voices, two different voices.
It is.
This is No Time for Caution. I love this movie too.
Yes, he does.
This is No Time for Caution, and we do make it through the whole thing.
We do, because I have to hide the remote.
Anyone? Anyone? Bueller.
Okay, J.S. Schultz, we will check out that comment.
Yeah,
the
thank
video.
you.
Yeah.
Savvy Cat got it. Savvy Cat got it. I love that movie.
It is a great movie.
The music is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer did a bang-up job. His team was totally rock and roll.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly how I feel about Matthew McConaughey because he seems to only play one character ever. But he rocked it in Interstellar.
Yeah, he did. I love the videos that they put when they had the scene where he's watching the clips of his kids, the reaction video, but instead of him watching the clip of his kids, he's watching the Star Wars trailer.
Yeah.
it was awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Anyway.
Okay, that's the last one.
Okay.
That's you.
Oh, that's the last one? You didn't
No,
do
no,
that
no.
one?
We don't need to do that one.
Okay, fine. It's a household name.
That should be it.
Yeah, you guys should get that one pretty quick. Amy hasn't seen half of these movies.
Really?
Sister, you gotta see more movies. Next time you song lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody?
It is getting bad, Jay Schultz.
Sorry.
It
Got
is.
it. 1337 Conehead.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. It's a
And
household name.
actually, I will do the last one just because we got a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to try to put a spin on it with inflection. I know funny, and you are not funny. Sir, I know funny, and you are not funny. I'll be surprised if anybody gets that one.
Yeah.
Anybody? Last thing? You can take the batteries out of Brad's remote. Yeah. Sir, I know funny, and you are not funny. Not Nemo.
No, not Nemo.
Not Doubtfire, but one of the actors in that movie. Got it, Don.
Don got it. Good morning, Vietnam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty, kids. We are gonna wrap it up here because the internet is so what we're gonna get, and there's literally dark clouds rolling over, tornado nonsense. So I apologize that the stream is bad, and I thank you that most of you guys have hung with us through. So thank you. And as a thank you especially to these channels, we're going to read these channels one more time that have been participating.
Papa's Barn, Finally Acres Farm, Deep South Texas, Powers Homestead, Stringfield Ridge, Blessed Farm, 180 Degrees from Average, Allie's All About the Dog, Prepsteader Bob, Two Sparrows Homestead, Branscombe Farm.
That's it.
And Carly.
Oh no, there's a couple down here.
Oh yeah. The Universal Homesteader and Mommy Saurus. And Bear Claw Homesteader.
Yep.
Sorry. His
So,
handwriting is awful.
I know, but I can read it, so that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for those of you guys who have grabbed the cookbook.
Yes.
And for those of you who will, we are very, very grateful. And as you know, well, I'll tell you what. First thing, we're going to go over to the Weekend Homestead channel because Will has got something concocted that is going to blow you away. And I mean blow you away.
Not a tornado, I hope.
He's a pyro guy.
No, I know.
He's going to blow you away.
Well, and don't forget, the last weekend of September, the 28th, 29th, and 30th, there is a Big Family Homestead, the Weekend Homestead get-together. What is it called? The Fall get-together?
I don't know.
I don't know what it's called.
Communing in the woods with friends.
Yeah.
And friends of friends.
Check it out. When I'm sure
Friends of
we'll
trees.
have more announcements about the get-together. but just to put that on your
Calendar.
noggin, on your calendar. Yep. Last weekend in September.
Yep. So, as you know, we're believers. We're going to end with a quick prayer. And if you are not a believer and want to find out more, talk to us about it. We'll be happy to share. But we also don't want to cram anything down anybody's throat. That's why we're giving you the 4 warnings. So if you want to say goodnight, you can say goodnight. Well, that's it. So we're going to just pray and say goodnight and then go on over to Will at the Weekend Homestead channel. So anyway, Father God, we thank you so very much for all these people. The way that they reach out to us and the way they help us get from point A to point B, and the information that they share and the way that this community is growing just blows me away. And I'm so grateful. And with that, I just ask that you would bless these folks, that you'd reach out, just love on them and let them know how much you care for them, and that there's nothing that they could ever do that would make you stop loving them. Nothing. And we love you, Jesus, and we thank you for all you've done for us. It's in your precious name that we pray. Amen. Alrighty, guys. Thank you again. Sorry about the interwebs.
Oh wait, one real quick second. Baker Mom is asking how she gets a copy, I'm assuming, of the cookbook. There's a cookbook in the description, or
There's
the
a
link
link.
in the description box. So go ahead and click that
Okay.
right there.
All right, Mama, you gotta shut her down.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You gotta shut her down.
Yep.
We was running so hot, we had to shut her down.
Oh my gosh, what
Yeah.
movie's that?
That's
folks?
not a movie. That's a comedian
Yeah.
who's clean. Brian Regan.
Yes.
He's awesome.
All right. Good night, everybody. Oh no,
What's going on?
the thing's in the way. Whoops, my finger.